So I will video the real garage in its full disaster state and share it with you. Definitely some progress happening here. I made a brace for the rear swing arm. These things are known to be pretty flexy. I replaced the original swing arm, this one, with a later model 1980 R75 swing arm, which is a bolt-in, other than the fact that it won't clear this rear brake pressure switch. You can see I cut it off here. I'm gonna have to just relocate it in about 1/4 inch to clear the brake pedal switch, which is not a big deal. Other than that, it bolted in nicely. And as you can see, I made a little bracing here. Kind of copied the San Jose BMW. Is that the name of the company that used to exist? San Jose. Had a buddy of mine bend up a 3/4 inch piece of chromoly to the U shape, and then I cut and formed it so that it fit nicely. Not a lot of clearance in there, so that took a little bit of work to get that in there, but it fits nicely, and the rear axle slides in nice and smooth, so everything appears to be straight still, which is very good. Other than that, let's see, I think that's everything I did in the frame. Oh, I did some welding on the pin here. Tack welded that back on. That was loose for the kickstand. I've got parts in a pile ready to go to the vapor blaster tomorrow. So that's gonna look nice. And then over here on the slightly less messy side, we have engine parts spread apart for clearancing. I'm getting ready to order bearings and shims and stuff like that. I got the rods set up in the rod vise and measured the clearance on all those. The clearance all checks out nice on these bearings, even though they look a little bit worse for wear. I'm just going to replace them with the stock size, the standard size, which is what they all are there. Crank is in real nice shape. The main bearings I am going to reuse. The clearance it's in spec, so there's really no point in pulling it out. They look like they're in nice shape. There's almost no visible wear on them. I think I put more wear on them with my tool, taking the measurements. The thrust washers are in good shape. They're on the high end of the spec, so I'm going to just order replacement ones in the sizes that they are already in. And that should bring it back down into roughly the middle of the spec, or closer to it. Cam is in good shape. All the valve trains are nice. The heads are going to be, after the vapor blasted, I have a local shop that can do a valve job for me. So that'll be done. Here's my little bore gauge. That thing is clearanced a lot of bearings. So there's the update for now. My vapor blaster said he can get it in and out pretty quick. So once I get the replacement parts for the engine, it should go back together pretty quickly after I have the valve job done. But the engine can actually go back in the frame without the heads on the engine. It's actually easier to put it in anyways. So it's all kind of happening at once. Between the frame modifications and the engine rebuild, it's kind of all progressing about the same time. I'm trying to get things done while I'm waiting on other things. And I'm going to finish bracing the frame up near the headstock. And then the frame will be either powder coated or I might just paint it. I don't know. Remains to be seen. But there's the update for today.